Hey everybody, it's Jared with Meeple Mentor, and today I'm very excited to be able to unbox for you Maracaibo from Alexander Pfister. As many of you know, Great Western Trail is one of my top favorite games, and ever since I've played Maracaibo, it's really been competing for that #1 spot for me. So I just got a copy for myself, and I'm excited to open it because the times I've played before were someone else's copy. So I got a new copy that we can take a look at together, so let's dig right in. So flipping it over, and I gotta say it's a pretty heavy box. Let's carefully unwrap the packaging and see how it's laid out. What we got in here. And I'll tell you now, as a heads up, I'm going to probably do a full tutorial on this game because I really do like it, and it is fairly complex if you haven't played it, but you definitely should. So I see a couple decks here, like so. There's another stack here. I've got some project cards and another stack, and this has some story cards right on top. We've got a baggie, or not just one, but like a rubber band full of baggies. We've got various colored tokens, which are the cubes for the different nations represented in the game. I see the rule book here, the game rules. It's got a large size page for the rule book. Well, colorful, very colorful. We've got some player aids, so that's good. Front and back. So the front is the turn structure and combat, and the back has some examples of some of the project cards that you'll see, and some of the, like a legend of the keys and icons that you see, and the different color coding on the different cards. So we've got some cardboard. There's going to be a lot to punch out, I think. Looks like this one's fallen out already. There's some money. This is a shipboard. Here's another shipboard, like so. Okay. So the game is very similar to Great Western Trail in a lot of ways, but it does change up the game quite a bit, and I think, in my opinion, takes what makes Great Western Trail really good and basically focuses on those gameplay aspects, and then just gives you more choices and quicker ways to build your engine. So I see these are the city tiles that are added. These are $10 tokens, and of course coins for money as well. All these blue tiles are like the legacy tiles. This must be the back for playing against the AI opponent, which is named Gene. So that's good, that's what that is. Got another player board. So this is playable 1, 2, 4 players. From my experience of the limited times I've played, I think 3 players tends to be ideal for this game. Much like I think Great Western Trail also ideal at 3. And let's flip this open and take a look. Nice clean board, ready to go. Looks good. Here's Maracaibo right here on the board. Havana is the starting place, and we've got the Explorer track down here at the bottom of the board operates much like the rail system and the trains delivering things like in Great Western Trail. So you can see all the different bonuses that you get as you move your worker across. So I'm very excited to get this game to the table soon, and maybe do a tutorial video, all upcoming, so stay tuned on the channel to see more. But that is all here. So before I go away, let's open up some of these cards in case you guys want to take a little peek. Don't want to do an unboxing without looking at the cards. Alright. So we've got the career cards right here, as well as, I think these are story related. Yep. So these are a lot of the numbered cards that you'll see, which are the story cards. So in case you didn't know, Maracaibo has a full campaign mode, playable, you know, I think at any player count. And so there's these story cards that direct, you know, the types of quests that you come across, and added legacy tiles that change your gameplay and change the map and the various places you can go. I'm gonna hold this up so you guys can see some of these cards. These are some of the higher numbered story cards that might get added into the game. So there are some of these project cards, so they're color coded. I don't know if you can tell the difference on the camera, but there's these light colored cards and dark colored cards. The dark colored border is the ones that are like kind of the standard, always in every game type of card. And then the lighter ones tend to be random each game. So they use, I think, 40 of them to build the deck with the standard cards that you're guaranteed to see. So that in itself will help the variability of play, because you never quite know all the cards that you may see. But again, whenever you do play, I feel like we've always gone through the deck at least one full time, so there's a good chance you'll see some of those early game discards come back to you to try to pick up on. Because the variance in the card costs could range from like $5 to $20, so you know, early on, some of those higher cards you may not end up wanting to get. Like here's a good one, like the Academy. It's $20 cost, and you have to return one of your available workers to even take the card. So here's some of the possible career cards that I'm looking at here. Alright, so yeah, that's all the card decks here, and let's take a quick look at some of the wooden pieces here. I don't know. Yep. So they're painted, they're good quality. This is the ship, kind of how they look, the little masts and everything, kind of the outline. This is the victory point token, which to me looks like a Mario bullet bill. So I've always just called them the bullet bill piece. Yeah, so I've got some organizing to do here before the first play, and again, I've got to sleeve all these cards because that's how I roll. And we have tons of these brown upgrade discs. I think the rules indicate there's almost 100 that are included, just because you're going to need quite a few to put on everyone's starting boards. So they're pretty small. I think if I had one complaint, is that these upgrade discs are a little bit finicky because they're so small and there's so many of them. I don't know if the answer is to just make everything bigger, or if it's better to have like a dual layered cardboard ship so they all stay in place a little bit better. I don't know what the solution is, but it's a very small complaint to an excellent, excellent game, you guys. If you haven't had a chance to play Maracaibo, please do. And if you see someone playing it, see if you can join in, because it's a fantastic game. It's light. It's not on deck building like Great Western Trail is, but it does have some of the movement of Great Western Trail, but instead of up to 4 spaces, you're looking at up to 7 from turn 1. So you have a lot of options. And the cards are cycled out like throughout the game, so the amount that you can do because of the variation of cards that you get, it's you can more readily build any kind of strategy, whereas like Great Western Trail, you kind of have to focus on like, okay, which worker am I going to try to hire and place on my board, and then that really starts dictating your focus. This one with Maracaibo, because it's all card based, you know, you can switch up your tactics. It's much more tactical than strategic, in that sense. It's more reactive and more possibilities, which I think is great. So anyway, that's enough about that. I don't want to give a review or anything, but I just wanted to show you guys the unboxing, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Stick around, check out the rest of the content on the channel. We've got some more unboxings coming out soon. We've got lore videos. The latest one that just came out was for alchemists, so check that out too. It's been pretty cool to write some of that stuff. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, this has been Jared with Meeple Mentor. I'll see you next time.